First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Eason to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
On the 43-yard line.
From the gun is Eason. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. McCaffrey on the counter. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
McCaffrey on the handoff.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that to be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 1. Operating from the gun, Eason, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point attempt to come here. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7. Lions nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Well, officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run with Swift, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
5-yard line.
From the gun, Eason. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw again, Eason taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down, Lions.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
On second down, Swift. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
And the ball carrier.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On fourth down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd
Now Eason. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Eason, and he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards in the Panther first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, Jacob Eason winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Eason. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd down, here's Eason. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for DJ Moore. Brings up 3rd and goal.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice nice pickup.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense.
And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now the second active leading rusher in the NFL, it's Adrian Peterson. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. Running is Swift. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
On the ground, it's Calais. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
3-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise? And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Carolina. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Swift. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Once again, it's Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now 4th down.
Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And 3 at the 45-yard line.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Eason. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Panthers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's going to let this go. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Eason. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Good. Makes the score Panthers 28. Lions 13.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Swift. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, Swift. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Stafford on 1st down. Open man is Galladay, complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Panthers, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.